The first rule of Fight Club is that you don't talk about Fight Club, but today we're going to break that rule completely. Because behind this cult classic lies a world of hidden meanings, production chaos, and shocking secrets that most fans never discovered. So let's dive deep into the underground. Here are 20 facts you didn't know about Fight Club. Number 1. The studio hated it. When Fight Club was first screened for executives at 20th Century Fox, the reaction was disastrous. One executive reportedly said it was the most irresponsible and nihilistic film they'd ever seen. Another described it as a movie that will destroy careers. The studio simply didn't understand the tone, part satire, part psychological drama, and they had no idea how to market it. What they didn't realize was that Fight Club would later become one of the most talked about and dissected films of its generation. Number 2. Brad Pitt chipped his tooth for real. Brad Pitt went all in for his role as Tyler Durden. Before filming began, he actually had his dentist chip his front tooth to give his character that raw, chaotic look.
Like see single frames of pornography in the family film?
After filming wrapped, he simply had it repaired. It's one of those subtle details that makes Tyler feel unpredictable, imperfect, yet magnetic.
God damn it, an entire generation pumping gas, waiting tables, slaves with white collars.
That kind of method commitment helped define Pitt's on-screen intensity. Number 3. Edward Norton's bruises were real. Edward Norton's character takes a brutal beating throughout the film, and many of those bruises were completely real.
You weren't alive anywhere like you were there. But Fight Club only exists in the hours between when Fight Club starts and when Fight Club ends.
Director David Fincher wanted authenticity, so Norton and Pitt agreed to hit each other lightly in certain takes.
We should do this again sometime.
But things got rougher than expected. In one infamous scene, Tyler punches the narrator in the ear, a move that wasn't in the script. Pitt improvised it, and Norton's surprised reaction,
Ow! Christ! Why the ear, man?
was completely genuine. Number 4. Helena Bonham Carter. Spoke in half speed. Helena Bonham Carter, who played Marla Singer, had an unusual acting choice.
Marla, you liar! You big tourist! I need this! Now get out!
She told Fincher that Marla was constantly exhausted, depressed, and emotionally drained. So she decided to deliver all her lines at half speed.
Sorry.
Into dying the way Chloe back there's dying.
So, you're practicing this.
Her slow, drifting tone made her scenes feel dreamlike, almost detached from reality, the perfect contrast to Pitt's chaotic energy. It's subtle, but it helps create that strange, off-kilter atmosphere that defines Fight Club. Number 5. David Fincher used over 1,500 CGI shots. While Fight Club looks gritty and realistic, it actually contains more visual effects than most 90s blockbusters. Fincher used over 1,500 digital shots, not for explosions or monsters, but for invisible camera movements and transitions. Think about the opening sequence that zooms out from a neuron in the narrator's brain. That's CGI. Or the seamless transitions between locations. Fincher wanted the camera to move like thought itself. Fluid, impossible, but purposeful. Number 6. The Starbucks Cup Easter egg. If you look closely, there's a Starbucks cup in nearly every scene of Fight Club.
You want me to deprioritize my current reports until you...
Fincher later confirmed this was intentional, a running satire on how corporate branding has invaded every corner of our lives. It's a visual joke that most people miss on first viewing, but once you notice it, you can't unsee it. The irony is that Starbucks actually gave the filmmakers permission to use their logo.
In the movie Fight Club, director David Fincher hid Starbucks cup in almost every scene.
They just asked not to have a store destroyed on screen. Number 7. The chemical burn scene was 100% real. One of the most painful moments in the movie, when Tyler burns the narrator's hand with lye, was filmed with real chemical reactions.
This is a chemical burn. It'll hurt more than you've ever been burned, and you will have a scar.
What are you doing?
Fincher wanted the actor's pain to look authentic. The crew used a chemical that reacts with water to create actual heat, then applied vinegar to neutralize it between takes. Norton's trembling and agony? Totally real.
Look at your hand. The first soap was made from the ashes of heroes, like the first monkey shot into space. Without pain, without sacrifice, we would have nothing.
That's why the scene feels so visceral. It's not acting, it's endurance. Number 8. The hidden flash frames. You've probably heard about the subliminal frames in Fight Club. And yes, they're real. Fincher inserted single frames of Tyler Durden long before he's introduced, sometimes just 1/24th of a second long. They appear in the office, in the doctor's office, even before the support group scene. It's Fincher's way of foreshadowing Tyler's existence as a split personality. He wanted the audience to feel Durden before they ever consciously saw him. Number 9. Meatloaf wore a 100-pound fat suit. Meatloaf, who played Bob, the lovable ex-bodybuilder with bitch tits, wore a custom 100-pound fat suit filled with birdseed and water.
My name is Bob.
Bob,
The design made it move like real flesh, giving his character a tragic, almost childlike vulnerability.
Bob loved me because he thought my testicles were removed too. Being there.
During long shooting days, the suit would heat up to unbearable temperatures, but Meatloaf never complained.
That suit, went from here to here, weighed 44 pounds.
wow.
He said he wanted Bob to feel like a real person, a man trying to find peace in a world that forgot him. Number 10. The narrator's name might be Jack. Throughout the film, Edward Norton's character reads articles titled things like,
I am Jack's smirking revenge. I am Jack's complete lack of surprise.
Fans began calling him Jack, even though the movie never explicitly names him. Fincher confirmed that was intentional. It's meant to show how disconnected the narrator is from his own identity. He's using someone else's voice to describe his feelings.
It's an article written by an organ in the first person. I am Jack's.
In a way, the I am Jack's lines are a metaphor for his fractured sense of self. Number 11. The IKEA scene was a nightmare to create. The scene where the narrator walks through his apartment as IKEA catalog items pop up around him looks simple, but it was a massive technical challenge. Every object had to be digitally tracked and composited to match Norton's movements.
Like so many others, I had become a slave to the IKEA nesting instinct.
The camera moves were so complex that it took weeks to get right. Fincher said he wanted the audience to feel the emptiness of consumer life, to show that the narrator's home wasn't a place to live, but a showroom of desires he didn't understand. Number 12. The narrator's apartment explosion has hidden clues. When the narrator's apartment explodes, sharp-eyed fans notice that several items foreshadow the reveal of Tyler's identity. The blast reveals a gas stove, a subtle hint at how the fire started, connecting directly to Tyler's sabotage tendencies.
The police would later tell me that the pilot light might have gone out, letting out just a little bit of gas. That gas could have slowly filled the condo.
The soap products lying around the rubble, another nod to Tyler's secret life. Even the composition of the destroyed furniture mirrors shots from later in the Paper Street house, as if his two worlds were always connected. Number 13. The movie was nearly rated NC-17. The film's violence wasn't the biggest problem. It was the psychological brutality. The MPAA initially considered giving it an NC-17 rating because of the raw tone and disturbing themes. Fincher fought back, arguing that the film wasn't about glorifying violence. It was about exposing male frustration and emptiness in modern society. After some small edits and clever framing, Fight Club barely escaped with an R rating. Without that win, the movie might have never reached theaters. Number 14. Brad Pitt and Edward Norton actually became close friends. Despite their characters constantly fighting, Pitt and Norton built a strong off-screen friendship. They spent time hanging out between takes, drinking beer, and even took soap-making lessons together to prepare for the film.
We should do this again sometime.
Fincher said their chemistry came from that genuine bond. They trusted each other enough to make the fights look real.
What do you want me to do? You just want me to hit you?
Come on, do me this one favor.
Why?
Why? I don't know why. I don't know. Never been in a fight. You?
Their dynamic helped the film capture the strange intimacy that forms between chaos and brotherhood. Number 15. Fincher shot the film with over 1,800 takes. David Fincher is famous, or infamous, for his perfectionism. For some scenes, he demanded over 40 takes just to capture one line of dialogue.
This bush has to go away. You're gonna track back this way. He comes in here, we tilt off.
By the end of production, Fight Club had over 1,800 total takes, an extraordinary number for a psychological drama. Fincher believed every frame mattered, especially in a movie where reality and illusion constantly blur. His obsessive precision gave Fight Club its hypnotic rhythm, equal parts brutal and beautiful. Number 16. The sound design was brutal by design. The sound effects in Fight Club weren't just punches and crashes. They were artfully distorted. Sound designer Ren Kleiss used recordings of raw meat being hit with bats or chickens snapping apart to make the punches feel visceral. For one particularly intense scene, he layered in the sound of falling fruit and cracking walnuts. The result? Every hit feels heavy, sticky, and uncomfortably real, the kind of sound you feel in your gut. It's one of the reasons those fight scenes linger long after the credits roll. Number 17. The single frame of porn is real. Just before the film ends, there's a single frame of pornography spliced into the footage, mirroring Tyler's prank in the movie. Fincher really did it. He inserted one frame from an adult film reel just before the final fade to black. It's his mischievous wink to the audience, a final act of rebellion, proving that art can still shock, even when it's pretending to be subtle. Number 18. The movie's message was misunderstood. When Fight Club released in 1999, critics were deeply divided. Some saw it as a dangerous film promoting violence. Others recognized it as a dark satire about consumerism, masculinity, and identity.
We're the middle children of history, man. No purpose or place. We have no Great War, no Great Depression.
Fincher later said, "People thought we were glorifying the club. We weren't. We were exposing the reason it exists. It's about the collapse of meaning in a culture obsessed with possessions and the desperate need to feel alive in a numb world. That misunderstanding is what helped it become a cult legend. It hit too close to home." Number 19. The ending was changed from the book. In Chuck Palahniuk's original novel, the story ends very differently. The narrator shoots himself, wakes up in a mental hospital, and believes he's in heaven, while the members of Project Mayhem continue his mission outside. Fincher and screenwriter Jim Uhls decided to alter it for a more cinematic impact. In the film, the narrator kills Tyler in his mind, holds Marla's hand, and watches the city crumble to the sound of the Pixies' "Where Is My Mind?" It's poetic, haunting, and strangely romantic, a perfect visual metaphor for destruction as rebirth.
You met me at a very strange time in my life.
Number 20. It became a cultural phenomenon after failure. When Fight Club hit theaters in 1999, it was a box office disappointment. It cost around $63 million to make and barely made back half of that in US ticket sales. But when it hit DVD, something incredible happened. Word spread through college campuses and online forums. People began quoting it, analyzing it, debating its message. It became the movie of a generation disillusioned by capitalism and craving authenticity.
What do you want me to do? You just want me to hit you?
Come on, do me this one favor.
Why?
Why? I don't know why. I don't know. Never been to fight. You?
No.
Brad Pitt once joked, "It took a few years, but people finally joined the club." Today, Fight Club stands as one of the most influential and rewatched films of all time, a cinematic rebellion that refused to die. So there you have it, 20 facts you probably didn't know about Fight Club. A film that started as a box office failure but grew into a cultural legend, proving that chaos, when crafted well, can outlive order. Now it's your turn. Which fact surprised you the most? And tell us, which club do you belong to, Fight Club or RewatchClub? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more cinematic secrets from the movies that defined generations.